everybody, it's Sunday morning and I'm back with one last Valentine's look, and this one is going to be very tricky and intricate, and I'm going to do a crazy design because I did one that was super girly and pretty easy for people to do. And I did one that isn't so girly for the girls that don't want to be too pink with it. Now, this is for my girls who might be a little bit more experienced or just want to try their hand at something crazy. I'm just going to design it as I go. I didn't plan this at all. I just know that I wanted to do a kooky look today. I have a lot of errands to run, so I'm going to be a little glam for errand running. And I'm sorry I didn't post any YouTube readings. This is what happened. I did all my stuff. My friend got married this weekend. Came home. I just started writing and I fell asleep. That was the highlight of my Saturday night, but it was fairly late. And then I woke up at 3 in the morning, and I worked more on my book until almost sunrise, and then I just woke up a little bit ago, took another nap. So it was a weird night. I had a lot of stuff to do, let me be able to speak today. So I have to do laundry today and stuff, so I'm definitely going to do some readings while I do that. So I apologize, but this is an eventful weekend. I have to go back to work tomorrow. I'm so tired. Anyway, again, wedding makeup. I had to use 2 wipes today. Yeah, I did not plan to fall asleep at all. At all. I was writing. Okay, so this... Again, I'm going to try to do all the colors in my look. Pink, purple. Try to throw some silver in there because I think that's cute for Valentine's Day. But let's do our prep work. So, I'm going to use my little handy mirror again because I can't see that well on the camera. Anyway, I hope your Saturday was good. What did you guys do? Put it in the comments. Anything exciting? Did anyone have any, new pets or babies, or did you go on a date, or was it your anniversary or your birthday? What the heck is good? This weekend, I feel bad I haven't even said happy birthday to my sister, but she's an Aquarius and she turns 41 this week. Is her birthday weekend. So Rainy, I hope you had fun out there. I didn't even call to see what she was doing, but I figured I'd let her friends and stuff have her this weekend, and next weekend I can take her to do something or call her. She's a busy lady, so I'll figure it out. We always do. But with this wedding that I had this weekend, again, I'm wearing a hat, so I'm not really focusing too much on blending up here because I'm literally putting a cap on and going and running my errands. So, if you're going out doing stuff and you're doing this for an event, make sure you get right into that hairline and brush it. You can brush it out of your hair when you're done with your makeup if you get any in your hair. Anyway, this wedding was the wedding I was choreographing a dance for. Thinking out loud for the 5th time now. I've had 5 friends that wanted me to choreograph a song or a dance to that song for their wedding. So, I don't know if you watch my other videos, but every time I was doing this, I get very bored. You see, and I don't like to do I don't know how musicians go up there and play the same fucking songs all the time. I would probably lose my mind and have to throw in a new one every show just to keep myself sane. But I'm like that with dancing. Yes, if you sign up to do a show and there's 3 months of shows and you got to do the same dance every night, that's what I signed up for. I'm not the director, but in this case, I was the choreographer and the director of these little events, and I was like, I can't. I'm not going to do... And a lot of these people, we all kind of know each other. It's not a very big circle. Some of them don't. I probably could have gotten away with 2 of the weddings doing the exact same thing because they didn't know each other. But me as a dancer, it's I'm not doing this again. Oh my god. So I change it up every time. 1 second. I think my nephew's here for slime. I think my nephew will be here later with my new niece, so I'll get to see them. Anyway, so I was supposed to be in the wedding dance, but they had to scale back because of COVID rules, so unfortunately I got to pretty much sit in a room and watch the dance. And I came in for a few minutes just to say hi to everybody and give them congratulations, but it was mostly just their family and the people in their wedding party, because the COVID shit's crazy, so they could only have, like, I don't know, up to 15 people, something ridiculous. But they did their dance anyway, and they had gotten vaccinated in case of this, the whole wedding party and the bride and groom, so luckily they didn't have to quarantine through their whole wedding day that they picked. However, they did think that the wedding was going to get canceled, so on 2/2/22 they officially got married at the JP. So they were married on the cool day with the cool anniversary, which they weren't going to get if the COVID stuff never happened, but they were able to pull it off and get it done. So basically they just did a little, this time they did their own vows, which was super cute and romantical, and I got to watch that on the screen too, and made me cry. Their vows were so good. As a writer, I was like, oh my god, these two. I think they'll make it. If their vows are any intent of their love for each other, I mean, yikes. And it was my favorite kind of wedding. Sorry, I was making sure I got last night's makeup off. I had a lot of glitter on. My favorite kind of weddings is when the groom cries. I know that's fucking weird, but like when the groom, the bride comes in and the groom sees the bride for the first time, and it's not like, I've never seen like a full-blown cry, because then I would be concerned maybe that it's like either against their will or something. It's not like one of those cries, but they like tear up and have like maybe 2 or 3 tears on their face because she's just so pretty and they're so excited, and I just love that. I could write 50 million songs about that moment alone. So I was very inspired about that, and I did write. Came home and wrote. So I'm expired. I hope not. I'm not expired. Inspired by romance in real life, but I'm uncomfortable when it happens to me. Like, I don't know what the fuck to say when people say romantic shit to me, because I'm kind of, from the hood a little bit, and no offense, people from the hood, but not all of you know. Most of you don't give a fuck about romance. So people writing rap songs like "fucking bitch pisses me off," like that's their idea of romance where I'm from. So when I see it, I'm just like, oh my god, this is beautiful. This never happens. So I think that's why I like those moments so much. So anyway, they did such a good job on this dance. The only piece that I kept, I pretty much removed the whole dance. No offense to the people who did it. It's a beautiful dance. I liked it. I was sick of doing it so many times. But the only thing I kept in it was, of course, my favorite part of that whole dance is, we all know, the leg playing. That, I love that part. As a dancer, I was like, that's cute. I like it. And he's a musician, and it just made sense. It was really nice. That was like my favorite part. Not that I liked the dance itself. The whole video was cute. And I, as a dancer, fucking appreciated the balls out of it. Because one, Ed Sheeran is not a dancer. He didn't take dance for years, and I think he did an amazing job. He did a really good job. You would have thought, he took lessons for a while. I mean, I think he did, but not that long. Good job, Ed. You did a good job. From one dancer to another, I was very impressed. As a musician, that he would even try ballet or ballroom dancing, like a rock star, poppy guy. Yes, go you, Sheeran. Yay for the dance community. So anyway, I'm not surprised that everybody loves this song because it is a beautiful song. I love the song. I know the song inside out. I have to, as a dancer, listen to these songs a bazillion times over just to create one in my head. So I've listened to Thinking Out Loud 50 billion times since I did it 5 dances. I'm probably up to at least 500 times I've listened to that song. Just back to back. Like, I start with, I just listen and I sway until, like, the beat of the song becomes organic to my movement. And then I play with movement and figure out what I like to the beat. And then I go from there. But it always starts with me just chilling in a room with headphones on, swaying like a weirdo. I have to learn the beat, not like you're playing it with an instrument, but you're playing it with your body. It's hard to explain. Every note, I know my marks in dance by their lyrics and pitches of their tone and their beats. So I have to know, like, I learn my cues from the song. So if you don't know the song, you're gonna fuck up all your cues, and it's not gonna go well. So I know that song inside out. Anyway, they did so good. And not only did they have this beautiful cry moment, they both teared up. It wasn't just the groom. Like, when they saw each other, they both teared up. I was like, I love it. The only part of weddings I don't like is, I'm older now. So there's not many people who are still single. And they do the bouquet toss. I hide. But it's getting harder to hide because, there's not many of us that are still single, and they literally call my name out on the microphone, and I'm like, out the fuck side. I used to hide in the bathroom, but that was the first place they look now. They know my routine. So, when I feel it coming, I get myself a cocktail, and I go hide somewhere outside until it's over. Mostly because when you catch the flowers, it doesn't just mean, it's supposed to mean that you're next to get married, which I don't mind. I'm not, anti-marriage like I used to be. I used to think that shit was a curse. Like, why are you guys doing that? You're just gonna break up in a year? So against marriage. Now I'm like, it's cute, but I don't know about me. We'll see one day. But anyway, I don't like it because you gotta catch the flowers, and I think they do the garter first. I'm hiding at this point. I think they do the garter first, right? So the person who gets the garter, then you have to sit in the fucking chair in front of the whole room while this person who caught the garter gets to make a sexy little display out of putting this weird garter up your leg. And most of the time, you don't know this person. And you all know me. I have to fight the urge to kick someone in the face when they touch me. From my past trauma, I don't like new people touching me. People I don't know. This is no bueno. I'm like, get your fucking hand off my leg. But for the sake of this wedding, I had to go along with it and be entertaining and allow myself to be sexualized for the entertainment of everybody else. So that's the main reason why I hide. I find it uncomfortable. Not in a little bit sexist. Like, why can't I put something sexy up the man's leg and humiliate him? Because I would do that. And I think that would be funny. I'm going to switch it up at my wedding. No. The men are catching the flowers and the girls get to do the garter. So we're doing it. Yes! Well, this is a backwards wedding, in case you didn't know that. I feel like most of my friends would kind of like that, though. The guys would be like, oh yeah, hiking their legs up. I'm like, let's do this. I have funny friends. My family might not like it, but I think it would be hilarious. So I'm going to go hard with the extra shimmery in this look because it's going to be crazy. Like I said, I shimmer and highlight in weird places, so you don't have to do what I do, because everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing? But I like to go outside and see my skin shine from every angle. That's why I'm weird. I just need it. I need the shimmer. Like very pixie lately. We're just gonna be little pixies all through February. What better month? So, now that the wedding's done, I'm pretty much retired from wedding dances. Everybody does them now. It used to be like something very unique, and I would get excited. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the first 2 wedding dances I did, I'm like, yes! I love doing this. I love music. I love dancing. But now everybody does it. Like, every wedding you go to, there's like at least a bride-groom dance, wedding party dance, something like that. I like it, and I'm not saying it's stupid, it's entertaining, but I don't like to do what other people do or the expected. So now a wedding dance is hiccups again. Expected, so it's out for me. Like I said, backwards wedding, we're gonna mix it up. If you can get me down the fucking aisle in the first place, shit's gonna be a party. So I don't know how you manage that feat, but whew. If I ever get married, you know I love that fucker. Because I don't do marriage unless I can't live without that person. I've had a hard time finding somebody I can't live without, to be honest. As fucked as it sounds, that's what I'm realizing. Like, even C, he traveled so much. He was gone more than he was home, and I was 100% comfortable with that. I do my own thing, still kind of have my own life, and have this great love affair when he comes into town. Who knows if that marriage would have worked, to be honest, because there's a lot of problems that I don't discuss because he is deceased, and I don't like to, speak ill of things that, one happened a long time ago, and we were very, very fucking young, and I think people do a lot of dumb stuff when they're young, and he didn't have the opportunity to grow up and evolve, so I put it behind me. But I'm finding that was like the one person I always based everybody on. Like, I always compared everybody to C, because that was like my first example of what love was. Like, with romance. Like, real romance, and not, I said I fucking love you, bitch. Like, rough love that I was used to. He wasn't abusive. He wasn't controlling. A bit of a liar, but, if I knew that was common for back in the day. Like, he didn't lie about who he was and where he came from, but he liked to have some options on the table for different areas he traveled to, if you get my drift. And I didn't know about any of these people until after he died, so I never got answers. And I think that bothered me a lot, but at the same time, he was more than just a lover. He was like a really good friend and a really good person. And despite it all, it was a tough blow to lose that person. Again, I'm making this up as I go. Starting pretty simple like the other ones, but it's about to get a bit crazy. So anyway, what else can we talk about while I do this makeup? I'm evaluating my love life and all the people I've dated, why I've dated them, what lessons I need to learn, just because I feel like I'm cleaning out my figurative suitcase. I don't want to carry this shit around anymore, and despite wanting it to be done, I still have a lot of anger about my ex, and I think it relates back to C and finding out his secrets, and then finding out this person that I dated for 15 years had this whole shady shit going on. It's like, wow, damn. Do all men have this shady secret life? Is this normal? No, it isn't. So now I have to deal with those feelings. So I'm doing a lot of transmuting. You gotta be honest with yourself. Because I always am like, no, I'm over it. Like, I would never take my ex back. I know that. I don't have any love feelings left. But I do have a bunch of, like, betrayal. Angry about all the years and all the things that I did genuinely and wholeheartedly. And I don't think anything he did was ever... Like, I can't speak for him. I'm sure at some point his genuine feelings were there, but when did it switch to a con? I don't know. Like, sorry I paused it because my nose was running. So, like, why am I so mad about being betrayed? Like, I don't love him. We're not going to have a life together. Like, I don't genuinely feel like every person's out here to do me dirty. I'm extremely cautious, a lot more than I would be had I not gotten played. But I am not, I'm to the point in my healing where I know that you can't allow these people to make you think everybody's like that, because they're not. Sorry. This is going to get very intricate. But, so, then I had to ask myself, like, am I gullible? Am I naive? Am I an easy target for these people to do these cons on me? Like, am I too loyal? What the fuck? How do I not see this? How can I see it better in the future? And I think I always did see it. I always had that red flag going off in my heart, like something wasn't right. They weren't telling the full truth, or just feeling like there was some kind of impending doom. I ignored those moments. I didn't want to face them. I made excuses, gave them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, this is how they were raised, or they have childhood trauma, and like, everybody can change. And it was good. It wasn't like the whole time it was shitty. The last couple years were certainly very, very hard and toxic and brutal, but not the whole time. So I was only focusing on being caught up in the torment. And I had to, like, even with C, there's some amazing times. We had a lot of amazing times. And they got clouded by the pain of what was discovered. And the same thing was happening, as I was learning about this secret affair and these two women. Like, I'll never get a straight answer from my ex if any of that's true. He's gonna deny it to the day that he dies. He still has said to me that he wasn't with anyone while we were together, but I saw the pictures. Still, like, I gotta find the closure in myself, and I can't get closure about C because, he's gone. So how do you get closure within yourself to move on? And I just been, like, journaling and writing about that, thinking about that, and evaluating it, because I was blaming myself and making myself feel stupid, but it wasn't my fault. Anyway, let's do check. I got my berry kiss out again $3 at Dollar General. This beautiful kit with a bunch of pinks and purples. I did the very light white pink shell like on the top lid. I did purple in the crease. I'm doing this dark gray down the center of my eye. I did the hot pink in the corners so far. It's going to get very intricate, like I said. Lots of colors, lots of mixing. Now I'm going over here to my red. And I'm going to play a bit with the red. So anyway, I'm evaluating my feelings and how I associate my trauma to myself. I'm no longer allowing myself to be like, you're stupid, you're naive, you should have saw it coming. Because the truth is, I had good intentions. My only intention was to love and be loved in return. And you can't help if someone's going to be shysty and play you. That's completely 100% their decision. If they want to cheat, they're going to cheat. Doesn't mean that you are faulty as a person, or that you didn't do enough, or that there's something wrong with you. These feelings I've felt for a long time. For a lot of my exes, I've pretty much been cheated on by every man I ever dated. As fucked up as that sounds. But I'm just trying not to allow it to jade myself, and I'm trying to see the lesson in it all and grow from it and not allow it to hinder myself. So I think that collectively as people, we just need to do that. Like, stop blaming ourselves for the drama other people created in our life. Like, it gives them power when we beat ourselves up, and the responsibility of what was done doesn't fall at the feet of where it belongs when we harbor it within ourselves. So, stop harboring it, ladies like me. I'm deading my weight. I'm feeling freer by the day. I no longer pull up in front of my exes to pick up my dog like, ugh, this fucking son of a bitch. I genuinely just, like, I still question why I was ever romantically involved, because it is to that point where the attraction is just gone. Mostly because of what was done, you know. I'm taking silver now. Okay, so I'll recap. Purple in the lid, purple in the corner. Then we have red right here, gray, and pink. And now I'm taking the silver, glittery eyeshadow, and I'm going over the top of all of it to blend it. Oh, and I'm not done, babies. I am not done. Like I said, this is going to be very intricate. I'm layering and blending the colors carefully. So by the time it's all blended, you have this beautiful mix of pink, purple, and gray, and red. But it's not enough. I'm going to keep playing. Now it's 2 silver. Need more pink. Going back to my hot pink. Let's make the corners of our eye pop. I like this. I don't know how to explain it. It's like metallic-y Valentines. Or tie-dyed even. But it's too purple right now, so we're going to add... Oh, there goes my nose being stuffy. Sorry if I sound funny. It's been hit and miss all weekend. It is freezing with this blizzard. Anyway, so other than going to this wedding and watching them perform this dance, which, like I said, was a beautiful job. Did a really good job. I got a lot of work done on chapter 1. I've actually written chapter 1 4 times. I'm not sold on any of them, because I'm having a hard time. Like, once I get past chapter 1, I feel like it's gonna fly, but I'm having a hard time explaining what kind of the gist of what has happened up to this part, because it's 10 years in. So I'm having a hard time keeping it simple and finding a way to explain it naturally and organically. Or am I just going to have, like, the voice of Brenna in the beginning talking? Like, this is, you know, the perspective of the main character and the backstory of we started here and now we're here. Like, is that gonna just be the intro that plays every time just to keep reminding the viewers? But that gets old. And I mean, I'm always going to be introducing pieces of the journey because there are a lot of flashbacks, especially in season 1 when the characters are contemplating whether this home is safe. They're remembering when they came here and how great it was, and they're also thinking about all the things that are not so great, and they're remembering the people that got them here and what they think that they would say. Remember, these kids are teenagers now on the edge of adulthood. They have a lot of questions, a lot of morality issues that they're dealing with. But I'm just having a hard time, like, how do I explain to the audience that the world as everybody knows it is gone, and this floating island is where everybody lives. So that's what I'm getting hung up on. I gotta explain the island, how they got there, why, all in the pilot, as much as I can for it to be understandable to the viewer, which is not easy. Over this gray, I've decided to do the dark purple instead of gray, make it a little more girly. Go back over this red. I'm basically just going over the colors that I had blended with the silver, just because I felt like the silver dulled it too much. I do want more of a colorful metallic than a dull one. We're going to call this Cupid's Rave because it's going to be very, very intense by the time I'm done. Adding glitter, more pops of color. Anyway, I'm glad I'm evaluating this because it just means I'm putting my pain away and opening myself up for the possibility of the future. Because if I don't face this shit and I don't deal with it now, it's going to come back in on somebody who doesn't deserve it, who doesn't love me wrong, and I don't want to be untrusting anymore. I'm very untrusting when it comes to men. I'm always like, yeah, but what do you really want, though? Like, that's my energy. No, can't do that. That's how you repel your person away from you. I don't know who my person is. I still don't know. I hope that I'm pretty sure they're gonna be worth the wait out there. We'll see. You're on this journey with me, so when I meet the one and I'm on a new journey, you will all meet them too in some way. I will explain them to you. Unless they want to come on my YouTube channel, which my ex never did. I kept him separate, which I'm so fucking glad I did that now. It's just easier when you break up. You know, you already have the people that know you and seen you together for years to deal with. Not that I have a lot of subscribers, but you know what I mean. That'd have been a headache I don't need. You'll know I'm serious if I ever bring someone on my YouTube channel, because I don't like to mix business and pleasure. I just think sometimes it can go very bad. So I have to be 100% sure. Where are we going with this look? I don't know. It's getting very pixie-esque. I wish the lighting was better. I don't know if you can see all the crazy colors in there. I like it though. Like very pink, and then you get that pop of red, and there's purple and some grays. Subtly beautiful, which is right up my alley. I like the more subtle pops. I could have made all these fluorescent colors and have people like, whoa. But they're going to be like, look at all those colors on those eyeballs. This would be really great if you had like a pink or a purple dress. Like, what? I'm going to pop this red even more. I don't know why I like red so much. Let's give that little flare of sexy on this girly vibe. What else can we talk about? I'm a little nervous because I haven't heard back from the complex I paid my deposit on about what's the deal? When's the official day? What's my apartment number? But I still have a few weeks to go, about 5 weeks. I'm not freaking out just yet. I'm just, impatient. I want to figure out what building I'm in. Am I in the main big building that I cleaned for? Or am I mean, all the buildings are nice, but there's a main building and then there's brick buildings surrounding it. So am I in a surrounding brick building or am I in the main building? Because I think the only building with an elevator is the main building because it has like 3 floors. I don't know though. I've never been in the brick ones. I'm on the first floor anyway, not that I need an elevator, but the one I cleaned for was the elevator one, and I know those apartments are very, very nice in there, so I'm hoping I'm in that building, and that's like, they're all pretty much secure, but that one is the most secure, and it has the best lobby. I wish I had a gym in there, because I would have, like, all my things that I want and need would be in there, because I do have a pool, I do have laundry in there, and then to have a gym, oh my god, I would never leave home. I'd go to work, I'd come home, I'd go right to the gym, because it'd be like 3 in the morning, and nobody would even be in there. Oh, my mom's back. So I did red underneath, red up here. There's pink. I know you can't see it. This lighting sucks so much. Can't wait to get a studio back. There's pink. It goes pinks, red, purple, and then a nice purple. Like, it just looks cool. I wish you could see it from here, but I'm gonna add the glitter now. I think I'm done with the base color. Play out there. Blend those colors. Basically, crease purple, shell pink on top, like hot pink in the corner of my eye, the gray purpley in the middle, red, and then the same purple in the crease back in my corner to tie it all in. Rainbow the fuck out of your eyeballs. The glitter on top is what's going to make it even cooler. I'm going to put, I'm not using my good brush. I have, oh no, it broke again. This brush keeps breaking because it's just a little cheap one that came in there, but I don't want to ruin any good ones. Glitter is brutal on your brushes. So, I'm going to use pink glitter for the corner of my eye. End corner where the purple was oh my god, what's up with my nose today? It's fucking endless cold. It just never goes away. It's like, oh, you want a blizzard? Well, let's make your nose red again. 1 second. I'm gonna blow it. Hopefully it's better. Not really, but a little better. I don't know why my nose keeps doing that. This pink glitter isn't that great. The silver and gold are fantastic, but by this company, it's just spreading my color everywhere. I did notice that You see that? I came up. This is why I don't use my good brushes, because glitter is just a sticky hot mess. And it fucked up my corner. You know what? Bye, pink glitter. Where are you, silver? I know you work good. I don't know what's happening with this look, but I like it so far. Glitter. Blot, blot, blot. Just a little all the way across. Don't want it to take the color, but it's going to blend the color even more in a cooler way. That's where I get my tie-dye effect. Here we go again. I think it's time to retire this, even though it's just a shitty one. Trying to stay in front of the red. Pixified. I like it. Clean up this purple glitter. Fucked up my purple. Before I do my eyeliner, I'm gonna fix some of this color a bit. Because that purple glitter did not work today like it normally does. I feel like once I get into the middle, it starts getting shitty. Thank God my other ones don't do that. Just the pink one. They can't all be good, I guess. Maybe it's just a different kind of like goopiness because of the color they're trying to get. I don't know. But purple, no go. Wet n Wild. Your purple glitter is shit. A little bit. Some days it works until you get to the middle. Then it's just goop and no glitter. There we go. Get my purple to pop again. Pink to pop over this glitter. Just in the corner. Oh, this look is so dramatic. I like it. Let's fix the red under and we'll do our eyeliner. I'm in a silly mood today. I have to do laundry, go to the grocery store, walk my dog, do some readings, work on my book, and try to rest before I go back to work tomorrow. I feel like the week just drags and drags and drags and drags, and then the weekend goes so fucking fast. You feel like you barely didn't get a break before you're back to work on Monday like, ugh, another week. And my paycheck didn't go through for some reason, so I gotta shoot over to the bank and figure out what the fuck is happening. But I transferred into the company now, so I'm getting paid no longer through a temp service, so I don't know if they like have to hold it for a week or whatnot. So I'm trying not to freak out about it. I got my pay stub, my direct deposit stub from work, but it's not in my account, so what the fuck. I'm sure the bank will figure it out. It's not like the money can just disappear without a trace. Even if someone stole it, they'll have a record of where it was spent. Not that I think anyone did that, but I already had my identity stolen once. They didn't get very much out of me before they got caught, but I don't trust people. I've been a bit nervous about that all weekend. Just trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, I am getting paid by a new company. Maybe they just, it's going to take a few days to clear something. Or it was like a glitch. Maybe when I call today, it'll just be in there, and it took the weekend to clear something. I just can't wait until I have my official move-in date, even though they gave me a general idea in March, and my official apartment number and what building I'm in, so I can drive by and check it out I meant to say creeper, but a queer came out, and that's mean. I didn't mean to say that. Sorry. I don't know why that came out of my mouth. I think it was just a stutter, to be honest. Oh, I got black up here. Shit. Man. This weekend for makeup has just been brutal. I did my wedding makeup, and it was so pretty. I should have took a picture. I did straight red and pink, because they did like a Valentine's wedding. It was so cute. I was like, when I was doing that, I'm like, oh, I should have done this as a look. It was like shimmery and pretty. I don't know why I did that, because I sat in a room with just one other person watching a screen. Whatever. It's my friend's wedding day. I wanted to look nice. And they take a picture of you when you come in so that the bride and groom could see who... Because this room wasn't just for me. It was for people that were invited that aren't within the number that could have watched. You just had to take turns, and they kind of played it on a loop. I got to see it live. I got there early. And they did play a bit of the JP wedding that they did on 2/2/22. What day was that this week? Like, I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. They did play the video of them, like, having the official, traditional, whatever it's called, wedding thing read to them, or whatever they do at the JP. I know, pronounce you husband and wife. That part. You may now kiss the bride. And then everyone's like, ooh, yeah. Let's watch them suck face. Isn't that a weird tradition? But yeah, everybody has to kiss in front of a whole congregation. No pressure. And it's gotta be a good kiss, so everybody knows that you love each other. Like, awkward as balls. And I couldn't imagine back in the day when royalty got married and they had to, like, have sex in front of a room full of people just so that people could say that it was... What's that word? I keep wanting to say confiscate, but that isn't it. Oh my god, my brains. Congregate? Nope, that's not it. It'll come to me. Someone gets married and there's a word for the first time they do it. Complete blank. Put it in the comments if you know it. It's been a long weekend. But they used to have to, like, in front of the parents of both the bride and groom, the siblings, the whole entire, like, committee of council people that make decisions, like, everybody's in there. Your maid that changed your chamber pot had to watch you have sex with your husband for the first time. That's the first time that they had sex too, in front of everybody. Awkward. No, thank you. I'm glad that tradition died, because could you imagine? They already put the whole wedding on the fucking TV. Don't need that. Like, yes, watch the royals make porn. Like, that would be so fucking awkward. Basically what it was, a bunch of hornballs just wanted an excuse to watch people have sex. But apparently, when I was studying, that if they didn't do that, if they didn't allow people to watch them have sex for the first time, that the people never believed that the kids were true royals. Isn't that weird? Like, I didn't see it, so they didn't really make a royal baby. Like, ew, fucking pervs. Ew. But they didn't have the internet for all those men to just, go home and watch porn. So they, look forward to those weddings, I guess. But then again, here we go with CoverGirl messing up with the black specs. But they also had bathhouses, and people would just go in there and bathe in front of the whole community naked and do other things in there, and nobody thought that was weird. What a crazy time to have lived. Public booty. It was just normal. There's no privacy. Did they even have front doors? I don't know. You just walk by and see people scrumping. There's no birth control. How many kids did people have if all they did was, scrump? That's why the soldiers would come home. Every time they came home, they would have a 7-year-old child, and then they would make another one and leave. Come back 7 years later, make another one. Those poor women only saw their husbands every 7 years. It's funny, but I'm sure it was sad back then. Reading in history, people were weird. We were very, offensive to other people's wedding nights. That moment is supposed to be sacred between the husband and wife. Not just as kings and queens, but chiefs in Native American villages, they did the same thing. They made their sons and daughters of the chief do it in front of the whole community. Just to prove that they, literally made their babies. I think they only had to do it at first. It's not every time they had sex they had to be in front of people. But could you imagine, you get married and you've never been with them sexually, and to have to do that? I would die. I would not do it. No. I'm just gonna dive off this cliff over here because it's some bullshit. I want everyone to see my woohoo, my lady bits, and no. But if my family was royalty back in the day, that's what they had to do. Mary Stuart reportedly slept with her first husband Francis in front of a whole room full of people watching. So, but out of all the documents I read, the only time that any kind of oh my god, my foot's asleep. 1 second. Not to be TMI though, I had to blow my nose again. But so they would report the nature of these public sexual whatever. Every time a king and queen got married, they would basically rate what they thought the level of passion was, and the more passion that was expressed, the more they believed that the royal baby would have gifts or whatever. This is more ancient times. So if you go back and look at Francis and Mary's record of their public booty display, it was said to have been very passionate and moving to everybody in the room. I don't know what that means. I don't know if they were making noises or just they didn't give a fuck that people were watching and they were in the moment, but that is very rare. So I don't know if that was their way of saying it was like genuine true love, because they did grow up together. Mary moved to France from Scotland when she was a young girl, to be kept safe, and because she was betrothed to their son Francis, when they were like, I don't know, 7 or some shit. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, when you grow up, you're gonna marry this person, okay? Like, welcome to France. This is your husband. Like, Frances was the first one she met as a little ass girl, knowing that when she grew up, she was gonna have to marry him. How fucking awkward. But anyway, they were friends, and they grew up playing together. So they had a relationship, reportedly, a genuine friendship. So I don't know if they were like besties and they were just doing their duty, and then they went into that room, and you know, it was the first time back then you didn't get to kiss the bride or nothing before the wedding day. I think you got to like hold their hand or whatever, but everything was chaperoned. And so that was like, although I'm pretty sure Frances and Mary kissed way before their wedding. If they had that relationship and they were close like that, I bet you they were getting down and dirty like way before their wedding day. If people are like we are, you know, everybody says, oh yeah, we're waiting for the wedding night, we're separating on the night of our wedding, you know, to honor the tradition, but everyone has already had sex before that point. For the most part. I'm not saying there are people that do wait for it, but you know what I mean? We still keep that tradition, even though, you know. So, they were probably just like, yeah, this is our first time. Let's knock it out of the park. I feel like they rehearsed it, because remember what I said, the more passionate you are, the more you recorded, the more people liked and respected your rule. So I was checking to make sure I have no more black spots. And, you know, they thought your babies were going to be more gifted. So I feel like good for you, Mary, for rehearsing that. Taking the control back as a woman. Like, I'm not going to be ashamed of it. I'm going to go in there and knock it out of the park. Go, Mary. I don't know if that's what happened. I'm just assuming. Fucking weirdo. I don't know why I'm talking about this mess. But anyway, I have to get on with my day. Do something with my hair. It's like, I've brushed it, but it's gnarly from my hairdo from last night. And do you see my markers? They're all out. This is when I do my storyboard. Like, I put the characters and like the men and the age groups, the women and the age groups and their characteristics. So when I'm writing about each character, I look at them like, okay, this person is 40-something, so I have to describe them as such. This is the shape of their body, this is their eye color. Like, I want all the details to... Because when you're writing, you're giving descriptions of what things look like, because there is no visual aid. So I have to describe what this island looks like, and I have to describe what the characters look like, and that's very important. So I'm trying to... mentally chart with my fancy dancy markers over here. Saw them. I'm wondering why I have markers and makeup, because I also write at this little desk on my bed too. I love you all. I hope you have a great day. And I promise you, put some readings out today. I will not fall asleep this time. And I have no more big events other than laundry and shopping today. So I will have some time. Other than that, I think I'm done with the Valentine's looks. I will do more I will do more makeup videos for you if you would like. Makeup videos for you if you would like. If you like this stuff, hit the like button. Let me know. I can just talk to you every day and do my makeup if that's what you like. Makeup tutorials, I'm all about it. I ain't hating it. But this is a tarot channel. I'm not giving up my tarot, but I like to throw some things in here that are helpful to you that you may like. So if you want more makeup, what else do we have coming up? I could do St. Patrick's Day looks next month for you. I could just do random not Valentine's inspired looks. I do a lot of different looks with like yellows and oranges and making the sunset in my eyes. I could do that as well. I get very artistic with it sometimes. So if makeup is your thing and you like this and you want more of this, please like it. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe. And I will know that this is a thing that you want to keep. And I do not match. I did not plan my outfit right. Maybe I have to change. That's right. Fuck it. We don't need to match today. It's Sunday. I'm just going to have a mask on like this anyway, wherever I go. And how come all my hoodies, like, I did not plan this, but every hoodie I own has love on it pretty much, except for one. It's about hunting, and I don't even know why I have that hoodie because I hate hunting. I am pro-animal, but it's warm, and I keep wearing it. So I guess I'm a hypocrite. Anyway, I love you all. See you soon. Bye.